This is the 2026 Kawasaki ZX-10R, a superbike built from racing DNA, not softened, not diluted. 2026. What changed and why? In 2025, Kawasaki revealed the 2026 Ninja ZX-10R at the ICMA, and it marked one of the most significant design updates in over 2 decades. The most striking change: large, integrated winglets on the fairing. These aren't just for show, they are engineered to generate 25% more downforce. This downforce helps stabilize the front end, especially during high-speed corner entry, and contributes to improved chassis feel under heavy lean. But that winglet performance came with design trade-offs. Engineers carefully balanced lift and drag, accepting a slight increase in frontal drag, just 0.3%, to achieve their aerodynamic goals. The ram air intake has been repositioned, and the front fairing features compact projector, reflector hybrid headlights. Now, bike has a new face, tighter and more aggressive. Engine, 998cc inline four remains, but with revised intake port shaping and updated combustion mapping to smooth throttle response and strengthen the mid-range. Kawasaki reports the 2026 engine produces approximately 193.3 horsepower at 13,000 revolutions per minute and 112 Nm of torque at 11,400 revolutions per minute. Emissions, now compliant with Euro 5+, thanks to, among other things, a second O sensor. Chassis geometry, tuned to match the effect of the winglets, aiming for better rear traction and more secondary cornering force, i.e., better feel in direction change. The swing arm pivot has been raised by 2 mm, enhancing rear traction and harmonizing with the winglet downforce. ZX-10R 2026 race homologation version also gets winglets and retains Pankel titanium connecting rods, pistons, braided brake hoses, clean steering damper included. Suspension, Showa BFF front and BFRC light rear, both circuit optimized for high performance use, but with retuned damping to match the aerodynamic upgrades. Notably, clean steering damper, previously reserved for the RR, is now standard on the base 10R, emphasizing high speed stability. Brakes, braking remains formidable, dual Brembo M50 monoblock calipers, gripping upgraded discs 330mm plus radial master cylinder. Cockpit instrumentation, 5-all digital TFT with radiology app integration, smartphone, voice command, turn-by-turn navigation. Rider aids, KCMF cornering management, SKTRC, KLCM launch control, KIBS, engine brake control, power modes, quick shifter. Engine, 998cc inline for still the same base architecture. New emissions system, second O sensor, revised air intake positioning. Smoother mid-range, better cooling. More efficient combustion, clean Euro 5 compliance. The power feels the same at first, but it's cleaner and more predictable. Kawasaki didn't chase numbers, they chased control. Chassis and suspension, Showa balance free fork retuned. Showa BFRC rear shock retuned. Revised steering geometry, stronger braking feel. Much better weight transfer under acceleration. Tires, Kawasaki has switched to Bridgestone Batlax RS12 tires as standard, optimized for grip, stability, and durability in this bike's new aerodynamic package. This is the most confidence-inspiring front end I've ever felt on a ZX-10R. Electronics, turn-by-turn nave. KTRC traction, KCMF cornering management. KIBS braking, KLCM launch control. Quick shifter cruise control. For a bike that built its reputation on being raw, Kawasaki finally gave it tech that feels, well, complete. 2026 ZX-10R homologation model, R upgrades, Pankel connecting rods. Lightweight pistons, lightweight crank. Braided brake lines. Revised clean steering damper track sharp mapping. Collars 2026. RR, flat ebony winter test R, lime green, blue 24. R, matte graphene steel grey, spark black, lime green. Riding experience, riding the bike feels like riding a surgical instrument. The front end feedback is excellent, the throttle is crisp, the electronics intervene cleanly, and the bike finally feels stable and flickable. It's more planted, more confident at high speeds, and more corner committed because of the aerodynamic enhancements. The electronics and update to the damper make it more predictable yet still very aggressive. First impressions. The winglets may look aggressive, but at speed, they work. On the straights they hold the front planted, and mid-corner you feel more connected. Throttle and power delivery. The reshaped intake and mapping makes throttle more predictable. When you roll on mid-corner exit, there's more linear torque than some earlier models, which gives a stable, confident push. Braking stability. Brembos are strong, but with the winglets and revised geometry, you feel less dive and more composure. Electronics and usability. The 5 inches TFT is crisp, and the Rideology app plus voice command are more than gimmicks, they add real usability for street riders. Turn-by-turn nav is a welcome addition. Trade-offs. On slow roads or tight corners, the winglets' benefit is minimal. They don't behave like downforce at 20 miles per hour, so it's more of a high-speed game. Also, more electronics equals more to maintain. Be ready for that if you're a dire or track day warrior. Who should buy it? If you're a track day rider, this could be one of the best leader bikes you can get for 2026. High performance, real aero, sophisticated suspension. Street rider, weekend warrior. The usability upgrades make the ZX-10R more accessible than ever, but the price and maintenance are not trivial. Collector, long-time fan, you might still love older gens Gen 1 to 3 for their rawness. The 2026 is more refined, more engineered, less raw but unbelievably capable. Analysis, pros and cons. Pros overall. Best stability of any ZX-10R. Honest, predictable power, brutally good front-end feel. Excellent electronics balance, bulletproof engine lineage. Real aerodynamic benefit, killer track potential. Evolution of electronics, now with IMU, advanced traction control, launch control, ABS, cruise control. Track capable, especially with the RR race kit versions, very close to actual race bikes. Chassis balance, improved through generations, balancing agility and stability very well. Brand and racing heritage. ZX-10R has been a staple in WSBK, which builds trust in engineering. Cons. Risks. Still hot in traffic. Still aggressive on wrists, needs a confident rider. Not the friendliest street superbike. Still not the most powerful versus BMW Ducati. Complexity. With more electronics and adjustable suspension, maintenance becomes more demanding. Time. Cost. High-end, limited models SC are expensive, race kit parts are pricey. Aesthetic divisiveness, especially 2026 winglets, not everyone will like the look. Weight gain, through generations, some weight has come back due to added systems, though Kawasaki mitigated it well. Potential drag damage risk, big winglets may be more vulnerable. Plus their real-world benefit on the street might be limited. Comparative analysis, year to year, what changed and why it matters. 2000 forgives 2008. Transition from raw, mechanical leader bike to a more refined, higher output, race-inspired machine. 2008 gives 2011. Introduction of real electronics traction control, power modes, shift in philosophy. Not just power, but smart power. 2011 gives 2016. Performance leap, better chassis, better suspension, serious WSBK tech. This is where ZX-10R became a world-class superbike. 2016 gives 2018. Diversification. Base model plus or a plus SE. Riders can choose based on focus race versus track day versus street. 2018 gives 2021. Electronics Maturity Plus Emissions Compliance. 2021 gives 2026 modernization, aerodynamics winglets, connectivity TFT Plus app, refined dynamics. What makes the ZX-10R legend is not just its power, it's its evolution. From the lightweight, titanium exhaust-equipped 2000 for model, through the under-seat experiments and major redesigns, to the high-tech, winglet-equipped 2026 version, Kawasaki has never stopped innovating. Over the years, the ZX-10R has carried Kawasaki to 7 World Superbike Championships, proving that this is not just a street machine, it's a racer's platform. Its influence extends beyond racetracks. The 2026 update, especially, underscores a broader shift in superbike design. Aerodynamics are no longer optional, they are central. And rider aids, once reserved for race bikes, are now embedded in street-legal machines. The Ninja ZX-10R is not just a superbike, it's a living legacy. From its raw, uncompromising origins to its aerodynamic, digitally enhanced future, it represents everything Kawasaki stands for. Performance, innovation, and passion. As you reflect on this journey, ask yourself, which year model speaks to you? The analog, fearless beast of 2004. The refined, tech-laden beast of today. Or perhaps a track-focused era? Whatever your pick, one thing is clear, the ZX-10R will continue to push boundaries. Because for Kawasaki, pushing the limit isn't a slogan, it's a promise. So after going through the full history, from the raw 2000 for fire breather all the way to the aero-sculpted 2026 version, here's my verdict. The Ninja ZX-10R has stayed true to its DNA. It's always been a sharp, focused, rider's machine. It wants commitment. And in return, it gives you precision, stability, and insane confidence on the track. If you're the type of rider who appreciates engineering over hype, you will love the ZX-10R story. And the 2026 model. It's not just a facelift, it's a message. The superbike war isn't over. Thanks for watching. Hit that like button if you enjoyed this deep dive, subscribe for more high-detail motorcycle breakdowns, and drop your thoughts on the new 2026 winglets below. See you in the next ride.